the general equation of a straight line is of the form, so ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So where a, b, and c are constants. Okay, so we can talk about 2x plus y minus 1 equal to 0. So this is a typical equation of a straight line. We can also talk about x minus y equal to 0. So this one too is an equation of a straight line. Okay, so we can talk about more. Okay, all right, now let's look at the slope equation of a straight line. Okay, so the slope equation of a straight line is of the form, so we have y equals to mx plus c. Okay, so our m here, which is the coefficient of x, is the gradient or the slope. Okay, all right, so when given equation of a line, say 2x plus 3y minus 6 equal to 0, and we're asked to find the slope of this line. Now, given the general equation, okay, now we could see that y is the subject of that. Therefore, making y the subject here will help us get the slope. Okay, so making y the subject here, the coefficient of x is the slope. So I'll make y the subject here. So I'll send this and that to the side. We have minus 2x plus 6. So I'll divide both sides by 3. So let's divide each term by 3. So we have y equals minus 2 on 3, x plus 2. So this one is our m. So minus 2 and 3 is the slope. Okay, now let's give another example. Go ahead and try this. So x plus y minus 1 equal to 0. Now go ahead and find the slope. Okay, all right, so my y will be minus x plus 1. So guess with the coefficient here. So my m, that is my slope, will be -1. This one is very simple. Okay, all right, now let's look at the intercept. Okay, so on x and y axis. Now remember, we made mention of y equals to mx plus c. When we were defining our terms, we said c here is the intercept on the y-axis. So for instance, in case we're given y equals to 5x plus 6, so this is the slope, while this 6 is the y-intercept. Therefore our point will be 0, 6. Okay, now when given an equation of a line, you're asked to find the intercept on x and y-axis. It's very simple. So consider 2x plus 3y minus 5 equal to 0. In case you're asked to find the x-intercept, so with the x-intercept, just put y to 0. Okay, so for x-intercept, you put y to 0, so y equal to 0. So we have 2x plus 3 times 0 minus 5 equal to 0. So this one will go. We have 2x equals 5. Therefore my x is 5 on 2. So we have 5 on 2 and then y is equal to 0. Therefore our point will be 5 on 2 0. Now that is how it works. Okay, so when you're asked to find the y-intercept, you just put x to 0. It's very simple. Okay, so let's solve examples here. All right, find x and y intercept of the equation 10x plus 5y minus 5 equal to 0. Okay, now let's start with the x-intercept. So for x-intercept, okay, so y equal to 0. So we put y to 0. So we have 10x plus 5 times 0 got 5. So this one will go to 0. So I will have it 10x equals to 5. Therefore x 5 on 10, which is half. Okay, so my point will be x coordinate is half, then y coordinate is 0. It's very simple. Okay, go ahead and find the y-intercept. Okay, so you can put the answer under the comment section below. Now, how do we form an equation of a straight line? So equation of a straight line can be formed, okay, by using the formula. So we have y minus y1 plus mx minus x1. Okay, so equation of a straight line with gradient m, okay, and point, let's say xy. So with point xy with slope m, okay, can be formed using this formula. Okay, so we have some conditions that we need to know. So equation of a straight line can be formed when one knowing the gradient and the point. So whenever we know the gradient m and the point, okay, we can form the equation of a straight line. Then 2, when knowing 2 points. So when knowing 2 points, say x1 y1 then x2 y2. Okay, now with the first one is very straightforward. So knowing m, just put m here, and the point x1 y1, just label them, then you are go. And with the 2 points as well, just find the slope, find m from here. And I've taught you how to find the slope of 2 given points, so you can check it out from my previous videos. All right, so after finding the slope, then you go ahead with your 2 points. Okay, and you are there. All right, so let's look at this example. Find the equation of a straight line with gradient 5 and the point 2 minus 1. Okay, so we know the formula is y minus y1 equals our slope times x minus x1. Okay, now the slope has been given, so we have 5 here. So my m is 5 and my point here is 2 minus 1. Okay, so straight away y minus, so let's call this one x1 y1. So we have y1 as minus 1, m 5 x minus x1, so we call this one x1 2. So let's simplify this, and that's all. Minus minus is plus. So let's expand the brackets. 5x minus 10. So let's arrange it. Okay, we have y minus 5x minus, so minus 10 to this side with plus, so we have plus 11 is equal to 0. So this is the equation of the straight line. Straight line with gradient 1 on 3 and the point 5 2. Okay, so this one is very simple. It's not different from the first one. So the formula is y minus y1 x minus x1. So we have x1 y1, then we have our m as 1 on 3. So we have y minus 2 1 on 3 x minus 5. Okay, so we can multiply this 3 by this. So we have 3 times y minus 2 equals 1 times that. So we have x minus 5. So 3y minus 6 equals x minus 5. So 3y minus x minus 6 plus 5 equal to 0. So we have 3y minus x minus 1 equal to 0. So this is a line. Okay, 3y minus x minus 1 equal to 0. Okay, so the first two examples that we have solved, okay, it's in line with the first condition. So let's look at the second condition. When given 2 points without any gradient, that is where you will find your gradient first. Okay, so let's look at that example. Find the equation of the straight line which passes through the points A and B. Okay, all right, so the formula is y minus y1 x minus x1. Okay, so we need to find our m from the points. So our m will be slope changing y on changing x. So y2 minus y1 x2 minus x1. Okay, so we have x1 y1 x2 y2. So we have 4 minus 2 on 3 minus 5. So we have 2 on 8, which is 1 on 4. So my m is 1 on 4. Okay, so we can go ahead with the first point, x1 y1 y minus, so 2 on 4 of that. Then we have x minus 5 y minus 2 times 4 equals to, so we have x plus 5, this side be plus 4y minus 8 x plus 5 4y minus x, so minus 8 minus 5 will be minus 13 equal to 0. So this is a line. Okay, so that's that. So go ahead and try this. So let me change the points. So we have 5 4 and 3 minus 5. Okay, so go ahead and try this, then put the answer under the comment section below. All right, so thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and also share the video for others to see. Okay, thanks.